lad's a menace.
Be safe.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am. But, did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that. There's more!
Farrell, this merchant I'm helping is a Starian, you can tell. It's really weird though because he sounds like a scared little bitch, which I'm not used to with Starian. Happy to kill this guy right here. Yeah, this is Neil Newborn. Was that his name? You can really tell.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
I'm pretty sure that's only because we can hear Astarion. If I'm being honest.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad.
Appointment at the Vale. He's just going to get a prostitute.
I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely. I've also added a few extra lengths of our freer chart. My mother wouldn't.
How's that done then?
Alright, after this I have to do that special Jill mission. I never did it before. And then I have it unlocked, the DLC. They make you do the one about Father's World, Elwyn's World, and then this Jill one, and then you're able to do the DLC. Yeah, it's both, see? This too, for some reason. Oh shit, yo, what? Joshua has his own different armor? Huh. I love this 8-bit version of Away. It's such a random little goofy addition.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry, I believe.
Here, make Jill a dress.
What's this? Is that
You need. I can.
Oh no, speaking of...
This one?
Half a mind. Did you know she's...
I know needle.
Her less?
Not when my Jill.
She's an honest... I could
I
tell.
did
I don't
this
think she'd...
before.
Don't take it.
I've just never done her actual mission.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses.
Then the DLC can start. Pretty excited. 3 hours long, it said. I think it's just you going through the tower, ascending it. Big ass dungeon with an epic music-y boss fight at the end. I've never seen the boss fight yet, but I just keep hearing about how amazing it is. Which, of course, comes as the skin on. Okay, Josh.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him. Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
There it is. In the distance, finally able to go to it. Well, not yet, but you know.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
Has nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
Only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
The botanists? Okay.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
DLC drip best drip. Technically, this isn't the DLC. Drip, well, the sword is.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us. This should tide us over until the new moon.
I'm assuming this is where he means. I don't want to keep looking at the map for the next one. I think when I replay this game, I'll have the characters in the new drip after, so I'm just kidding. Yeah. Makes sense. 5 years later. He should look different. He shouldn't be wearing his dad's fucking clothes 5 years later either. Can I talk to her?
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right.
Oh, that's a nice spot.
I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Nice.
The High Cardinal. Minion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
And it's lucky we stayed here.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
You're that sellsword the dame's so fond of. That was some fine work you did up in Moor. We'll see to our own affairs from now.
I think I was the only one who saw it.
And why should we welcome a man who abandoned us? Ask the men of the garrison.
We already have a leader in the Dane.
And this strange thing. Yeah, the tower and this were like the main wonders.
Yes, my lord.
Can I just jump over this? Fuck no.
A whole day.
You gotta be joking. Where the fuck is the exit? Okay.
Good girl.
Rip to the city.
Someone's brave. The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Irritate mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
I must have missed this entire area. I never kept walking on this road, I don't think. I was too amazed by how pretty the city in the distance is. Oh, they're there.
Look, brother. You see them? I do. The flowers and our friends. See, boy.
Flower monster? Oh, fucking Minotaur, god damn it. I hate these things.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on.
Yeah, pretty
Let's
much.
go.
Like, why? Guardian of the Flower Patch. Like, can't you see him, Cloud? I got the Buster Sword. Aerith likes me. You don't need to defend the Flower Sword.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. that you would always come.
Not this song. Not this song again.
And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Yes, Farrell.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
Yes, like a full
And we'll do
DLC.
it together.
Yeah, so I think I needed to do this mission and the Joshua one first, because they're supposed to follow you on this mission. They're supposed to be with you. Oh, what's this? Reduce diamond dose cooldown time by 7.5 seconds. And it comes with a haiku. Damn. Yeah, they're supposed to join you on this DLC, I think, so that's why we had to do it. Joining ends with Jill. Yay. Echoes of the Fallen questline. A new questline. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's do it.
Clive.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
What the fuck's going on here?
Yes.
Airship? Is it connecting to the airship or something? What the fuck is going on? Meanwhile, mega earthquake? Imperial fringes.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you.
I bet the tower got taller or something.
Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these?
That doesn't look right. That don't look right.
All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close.
Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
What the actual fuck? Is that like the master from Fallout?
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
Selling these crystals, and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
Another mother.
That you missed one. Aye. That were my thinking, any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this, too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Heyo. A crystal darkly.
Joshua, Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Aye. That is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dusk crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either?
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely.
I knew it.
Recall that the tale
I
of the
was right.
Sphinx of Zemeckis begins with the Colloquy of the Sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derive their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high.
Damn.
And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded Arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
I'm gonna say it right now, Farrell. That's pretty much all the plot right there. Now we just need to find the location and we climb it. And I assume that the final boss is like a fallen icon of their own creation. And that's what the cover of the DLC is, some weird fucked up abomination icon they made. That's just a theory though.
Samuel, slow down!
Haha, there they are, still running. Damn.
Very likely!
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
I don't think so, Farrell, because it's still on their holy mural of all the Ultima and his icons. Leviathan is like kind of swirling through all of them. Fallen icon makes me think of the Numidium. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, you're gonna stick around then, because I doubt there's gonna be any more plot. They literally just explained it all. It is a fallen mother crystal, Magitech crystal, that has created its own icon, and it's OP. I don't know. But no, I don't think so. That the trailer though that showed the Leviathan DLC, there was some interesting stuff in that region. You get a whole new region. It's going to be way bigger than this DLC. And if you look in some of the clips of it, they have this like laser beam aimed at the top of this mountain peak in the trailer, and where the laser is hitting, it creates like a giant force shield bubble around it. I'm assuming like they trapped Leviathan inside of that, so it's never been able to gain a new dominant or something. They trapped the essence in it. I don't know. I don't know how that connects to anything at all, but I noticed that. You've reached a pivotal moment. Uh-oh, yes?
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you'll want to keep your sword handy. There's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
Well, we're gonna have to get somebody. Yeah, I don't think a Leviathan is a fallen icon, because then we actually take his power too, right? I don't think Mythos would have the power to take like random abomination-y versions of that power's power, right? But we clearly have Leviathans, so I wonder if we siphon the power from whoever the dominant is, or it'd be kind of weird to just take the essence from the icon without it having a dominant, because we could have done that with Typhon then, and Typhon didn't have one. I don't know.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it's unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Faster!
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on them.
Okay. I don't really like the look of that from the distance.
Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
Good girl.
Oh, Old Hill is where everyone got hung, right? Hanged, I mean, not hung.
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to.
That'll do, girl.
Somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Hand over those crystals!
We did not come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
You're right. Let's focus on finding the traitors.
And another!
Go on, think I can go on. Chief, maybe I'll reach. This should be far enough. Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here! I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief. Tell us you've got a plan. And all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
This motherfucker.
Him.
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog!
Kind of you to think of him.
Santa Tsukin's so broken. I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reeds at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused? What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits?
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace. They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
I bet a bunch of fallen robots killed them. Because all those evil crystals got tracking chips in them for those robots. Oh, no, they're alive.
All right, lads. I think we finally lost them.
Then think again.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Whoa, what the
Clive,
fuck's
the
happening
tower.
there?
Well, that's new.
That's impossible. Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Wow, I knew it.
Clive, trouble.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway. This shouldn't take too long. Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
These guys are great. I love this. I love these three. They're fucking ridiculous. I hope they show up in the next DLC too, and they're just like the new norm.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labelled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
To think there could have been a mother crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
Yeah, right in the middle of the Blight. That's weird. That might have something to do with why they break immediately. Reminds me of the end when Clive dies. He's able to have that little spark of fire, and then that was it. And then his hand goes to stone. Could be something like that.
Goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right. They're even uglier up close.
What's up with these names? Oh shit! I should definitely be using the lore thing. I keep forgetting about it.
Stay down. You're gonna be all right.
I'll manage.
Oh. Active time echoes. Entries for Echoes of the Fallen will now appear in active time lore. If you don't recognize a term or wish to know more about it unfolding, hold that to access relevant information. What? Oh, look, it's entirely different Echoes of the Fallen now. Dust crystals. Let me know if those three die. Yeah, okay. I'll probably turn off now.